my most viral video on Instagram, which is currently sitting at 12.2
Hmm.
million views. I made a flower, like a really juicy wet flower, and someone reported that. I just can't keep only doing that. Like it's just, I find it so, like it drains my soul or something. That joy kind of wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the sadness of that anger. So kind of use both fuels, like they're both fuels.
So how do we get connected, Lola?
How did we?
I think on
Wait, I'm still
Instagram.
trying to figure out my camera. Yeah, you found me on Instagram. You popped up, and I was like, "Cool, someone does similar artwork to what I do."
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, and
seeing.
I really enjoy your content on your chats with ChatGPT, and I admire the consistency. Like you put out so much content, and it's all like the thing that hooked me about your content was like the way that ChatGPT just doesn't listen. It's like no, and that energy behind that no is like so relatable. So that's how I got into your content, and then you ended up, and then I found out that you did loads of horror as well. I was like, whoa, okay, yeah. So that's how.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, I've been following your work for a while too, but I didn't know you watched the GPT stuff. It's based on real chats that I had early
Yeah.
on, just trying to make pictures last like I think a few years ago, and then
Mm.
anyways, that's just what that was.
Really, is it? It's not even new content, is it?
I'm sorry.
It's not even. It's not new content. It's like a backlog.
I mean, the series was like it's an old series, but like it was
Oh.
based. I think the first one that I ever made was just trying to get it to make a cheeseburger, and it kept giving me a hamburger.
Yeah.
No, no, no. I was trying to get a hamburger, and then it kept giving me a cheeseburger, and then I told it to remove the cheese, and then it just never removed the cheese. It just kept adding cheese to it.
No cheese.
Yeah.
And then I got to the point. I watched it so often. I could hear it even with the sound off. I could hear you yelling.
Oh my gosh.
And that's how you know your content is sticky.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. Awesome.
And
Well,
you've been doing a
yeah.
lot of content with other people who do horror as well, because that's the
Yeah.
thing about what we do. It's quite, especially when an account is new, because I also have another account which is like flowery landscapes and architecture and completely opposite to the horror.
Mm.
And even in that account, when you're getting started, it's quite difficult to grow. And then you've got all the censorship and algorithm. Algo Daddy doesn't push the content because it violates some boundary or another. So
Yeah.
I appreciate what you're doing with this type of content and just pushing it out there and really the thinking behind why we do what we do.
Yeah, the
So I
censorship
enjoy your chat
is
with Bennett.
yeah, the censorship is a new problem because AI didn't exist in the way it does now.
Mm,
And so the algorithm is still figuring out what to do with it.
mm,
Is it looks real,
yeah.
but it didn't happen. Well, it's violent, but it's fake.
Mm,
So it's got to figure out like, how to classify it. I find that a huge issue right now with
mm.
but you know, I find that if you I don't know if you've noticed, but the leniency has been increasing lately, right? Like what do you think with
I have found that.
yeah.
I think it's different per account, especially on Instagram, since I don't have I literally have no idea how it works on TikTok at all. I posted my first post today because of this this live. Anyway,
Mm,
on Instagram, on on my first account, which is the lowly artwork one, the flowery one,
mm,
I started off. I wanted to do like more erotic content and horror type content because that's what I love. I just love it. I'm obsessed with it. But it wouldn't let me like even sketches that showed nipples, it wouldn't let me post it. It would get removed or
uh,
someone would report it or something. And it's like it's
yeah.
literally a drawing. So then I just like completely switched direction with that one. And then started again with the Lola Viscera one.
Mm,
And but I have found that like I can't post anything even vaguely showing a silhouette of a woman on this account. Like
mm.
it gets flagged. I've had content getting taken down that's like okay fine, I can't do nipples, let me just not show any skin, but like show suggestion through facial expressions or like movement or rhythm, and that got taken down, and it wasn't showing any skin or anything. So my account is like, I can't show anything like that. It just gets removed. Whereas I've seen other content, other accounts that show way more, that's fine. So I really think it's per account. Like
Mm,
the algorithm decides if your content is okay or not based on, I don't know, like how many people are reporting you on that day or something.
mm,
But with this account, because I'm looking to grow it, like I want to get it to, well, first of all, I want to get to 69K, and then I want to get it to 100K. And so I've got that goal in mind. So I'm trying to not post things that are going to get taken down.
yeah.
It's really difficult. I have had people saying to me that they're finding it difficult to get that. You know, you can what's it called? Like you can have a post reviewed, like request a review if it gets taken down,
Hmm.
and they're not able to get anything through because the algorithms just decided to crack down on their account.
Mm,
Um, so it's you don't really know what the rules are. You just kind of like have to keep experimenting and
yeah.
figuring it out as you go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. And if you have a test account where you could just put stuff that you wouldn't normally put on your normal account just in case it gets flagged, that's kind of
Mm,
like what I do sometimes is like, okay, this is super violent, but it's like I really like the art behind it. Let me put it here and not over here and see if that, you know, if it gets taken down there, then thank God it didn't happen here. I don't know
mm.
if you tried that before.
Um, I've put my all of my focus right now into this one account, because otherwise, if I have too many going,
Mm,
then I could find it overwhelming. Social media's already got so much going on
yeah.
in it for me. Like there's the comments to keep on top of and notifications, and then the latest tech. Something's coming out every day that we have to like figure out how to use just to
Mm-hmm.
stay at the forefront of things. So, and I have found that on a newer account, like it's even more strict. Like once you have a bit of a following, I feel like maybe the algorithm trusts you a little bit, that your intention, like we know this with ChatGPT, it cares about your intention behind what you're asking. Um, Maybe it figures out that your intention is not like you're not trying to start an organization or like
Mm,
um, you know, do violent things. You're just trying to express yourself. Maybe you get a good reputation with Instagram and it helps you. I found it more difficult with a smaller account for sure.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess when it comes to the censorship part, um, whenever there is like a nipple or whenever it's like between like in the pelvic area, you gotta be really careful about that. Um,
Mm.
Also like where the hands are, like so if the hands like are touching the body, that's kind of risky too. Like it could even be suggestive or in a
Yeah.
non-private area. It's just
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I found. Like I had a post that was
yeah,
literally just the facial expressions, and some prude somewhere was like, "Oh, I can't. I have to report this." Like, oh, come on. So, oh, and someone reported I made a flower, like a really juicy wet flower, and someone reported that, and
oh
it
my
got
gosh.
taken down. Um, but I maybe that's how we know that it's having the effect underneath, like why I put that flower out in the first place. It actually had the effect.
Hmm.
That one was restored because it was literally a flower, but um, that's part of the fun of it for me. It's almost like thrilling. It's like, oh, will this stay up?
Yeah. Wow, so that's cool. Yeah, your stuff is very at least recently, maybe it's always been this way, but it's very fleshy and visceral.
Mm.
That's very neat and it's very clean and it's very surgical.
That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the textures is and the movement. I try to convey like a sense of stickiness or like sliminess. Like you can feel it. Like that's why the name is Lola Viscera, because I wanted to. Because viscera means not only viscera as in flesh and guts and things, but
Yeah.
you can feel it inside somehow. But you won't always be able to put your finger on why you feel it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few people noticing the cleanness,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
which is
mean,
perfect.
it's extremely detailed, and it looks like, the work is being presented on a surgical table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing that you can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
there's that
perfect.
lighting aspect, and then there's the kind of angle, you know. You're
Mm.
you're inspecting it from a researcher's point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing with the
Yeah.
subject.
Yeah, that's it's so I'm weaving it together into a narrative just to bring this universe together. So I've got this like I'm trying to build a body for my AGI man,
Mm.
but I don't want to just like a typical robot body because everyone's doing that. I want to build one from scratch. So I started off making the skin, but how I did it was like it's just like making a cake, right? You have flour and your eggs and your butter and your sugar. I don't know how to make a cake. I'm just like literally making it up. But instead of those ingredients, you have
Mm.
stem cells and a formula, and then chemicals and enzymes that bind the stem cells together. But like I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just kind of experimenting and making these samples of skin that then come to life, but they're all like really messed up. And then they start to get conscious, like some of them come alive and they start trying to walk away. And it's like, where are you going? What are you going to do? So I made like a whole universe out of that. The next one's going to be muscle
Mm.
and then bone. So it's like this mad scientist just trying to bring her AGI man to life, but like along the way she makes all these messed up creatures, and then there's the whole ethical question behind it, like, is this okay? Because some of these creatures are becoming sentient, but she doesn't seem to really care. So
Mm.
it's like this psychotic element behind it as well, and I'm really getting into it.
Wow, that's
Um,
cool. I like that aspect of it. I would have never connected the two because I know you mentioned you were creating an AGI man, but I couldn't connect it to the experiments you were doing. Maybe if there was a way
ah,
you can make that or bridge the two, and then there's like a
maybe
storyline behind,
make it make sense.
sort of.
Mm,
If that's the direction you want to, some people like to be mysterious about how they do it, and some people like to, you know, uh, create a story around what and why they
mm.
do it to make it
Mm,
mysterious. And I don't know. I guess it's how you approach it.
that's what I'm trying to figure out at the moment because
Mm.
my what I'm doing on YouTube is the longer form.
Mm.
So it's like I'm building out these sections, segments of the story. Like first it's the skin that she messes up really badly and makes these strange creatures. Then the muscle, then she makes these like crab creatures with muscle inside them that are all twitching and some of them come alive, and then she's like, "Oh, I messed that one up. Let's try bone instead." And then I'll do a video on the bone, these bone creatures, and it's like, "Oh, messed up.
Hmm.
let's try nerves," and then stitch those videos together because then I'll have all this body of work that I've created for each video, which then will make sense once the whole series comes together.
Mm.
Rather than trying to go in and do the whole story in one go,
Mm.
maybe I don't know, maybe it's easier for me to go into detail first and then stitch it together at the end. The other issue I'm having is that those videos are getting demonetized on YouTube, and it's like I spend so long on them, but they're too
Mm.
gory or something. So I have to figure out a way to make them less gruesome.
Mm.
Um, which can put me off sometimes, to be honest, when it gets demonetized like that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of figuring it out. Yeah, because I still really want to do this series.
No, you should do
So
it. You shouldn't hold back. You should just kind of,
mm,
if you don't fully explore it, then it's really not worth doing.
yeah,
But then again, it's like, well, should you put it behind a paywall because you're gonna get demonetized, or should you put it on a new account that is disconnected? Maybe it's like you use a different email for a new YouTube account that's totally disconnected to this one.
Mm,
And then see whether or not
mm.
that will pass the filter. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Mm. The other thing that's the other thing that's really appealing to me about having grown, this is part of marketing, I feel like you're really good at it. One of the things that's appealing to me about marketing is, yeah, there's the artist side of us that likes to do things because we feel like it and it's
Mm,
fun and we want to get lost inside it, but it's not brand safe. Like a brand will not want to work with you
mm,
if you're like not able to put your content out to a broad audience. So there's that side of things as well, which I respect and admire, and I like that part of it. Um, so it's kind of like weighing up the two. Like there's still outlets like there's X that I can put content out that's a bit more risque or
yeah.
uh, I don't have to think about censorship at all. And if people want, they can go there. If people want, they can go to Patreon as well and support
Mm,
me through there. And then maybe I keep channels like YouTube and all the meta channels for like the more brand safe stuff. So then I kind of have both outlets.
yeah.
Um, because if people are not watching your broad audience stuff, then they're not going to go and want to pay for something because they don't know who you are. So it's like building that presence as well first.
Exactly. I
Mm,
mean, I guess the you've been able to get brand safe stuff across publicly. That's good. The Patreon
yeah.
idea, it sounds like a good idea. Maybe you could announce like, hey, there's certain things I can't put here, but if you like,
Mm,
I could show you the uncensored version here. Maybe you can,
yeah.
maybe put it more subtle. Um, but I noticed a lot of AI creators are going about it the opposite way that I have, because I fell into the AI space probably in 20, maybe it's been about no, 3 to 4 years now, I
Mm,
think. So have I? When did ChatGPT come out? I was kind of like
like three
really
years,
excited
4?
about around that time.
Really?
Yeah, but like,
I went to ChatGPT quite late after everyone else. Did you get into that first? Yeah.
but around that time it came out is kind of when I entered the AI space, but I didn't know I was in it until,
Mm,
a few years later. But a lot of creators like yourself and a lot of artists, they usually that I've seen come at it from art from like they show their work first and then they show their face later. Like I was showing my face
mm,
since like late
mm,
2019, and then I showed my
really? Mm,
and then I started to get into the AI space in like 2022, 23, I think. Um
mm.
so yeah, it's cool that you and a few others are kind of really, you know, actively pursuing like that. It's like you have your face brand and then you have your art brand. And then it's kind of like playing between the two. I think it's really neat.
Oh, interesting. I was terrified. Like I can't even express because my camera's not working. How terrified I was of getting on the mic. Like even getting on the mic was so scary to me.
Yeah.
Um, even like 2 years ago, no, I wouldn't even have thought about it. I would just like seize up, and let alone getting on camera. No, no way. But
Mm.
I because I was so scared of it. I was like, I have to conquer this because like it's such an to me it felt like it was such an irrational fear. Like, how come other people can do it and I can't do it? So I was like, let me practice. And then the more I did it, I was like, I noticed, especially as the audience starts growing.
Mm.
I did have a faceless account, like the first flowery one. I never showed my face on there. Um, I already had grown an audience, which when you're first growing an audience, you have like um, your immediate pool of love, which like is like just loves everything you do. You can put anything out, and they're like, "Oh, you're amazing, Lola," and your work's amazing, blah, blah. And then once your work starts spreading beyond that pool, you reach this moat of hate, like the cesspool of hate audience in the internet, which is like you're a fraud, or like you pick up a pencil and you're stealing and whatever the
Yeah.
AI haters do. So I was I let myself get like exposed to that and like desensitized to it.
Mm,
And then after that, you get used to conditioning yourself to just putting out content regardless of what people say. And once it got to that point, I was like, oh, people's attention span is so tiny that you can go on camera and like mess up super bad or like say the most dumb thing. And people will forget 30 seconds later because some other exciting thing has happened on the internet.
mm,
And it's like, oh, because of that, it kind of helped to grow my confidence on getting on camera and saying stuff, saying what I think, and uh, realizing that, oh, actually, beyond most people not caring, there are actually people that really find value in what I have to put out and teach, and the messages that I put out through my stories. People are um, like, especially on YouTube, I've had people send really touching comments for how my artwork, my dark, scary content has helped them. Like they're going through illness or grieving or something that I've experienced, and I put out through my stories. And someone's like, "Thank you for doing this because I'm going through something really hard, and your
mm.
artwork helps me. Like, please never stop." And it's like, oh, whoa, it's unexpected, and it's also like makes me want to do more of it because it's actually helping real people out there in ways that I couldn't have foreseen that.
Interesting.
So
That's
what a
great.
journey.
So you're kind of like changing people's lives with your art. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's something that it's so like it's almost compulsive to me. Like I have to have all this messages and like feelings inside me that I have to express, and this is how I do it. And everything kind of fits together.
Mm. That's great. So you're kind of like art therapy.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was a term until like a couple of years ago.
Art
People do it
therapy.
as
I think I took
yeah.
that class before.
It's
Uh,
actually a class, is it?
yeah, I think I took a few of those. It's like you basically learn how to different ways to use art to
Mm.
treat people psychologically.
Oh.
You know those ink
Well,
blot,
can
you know,
you
kind of like those ink blot drawings or
the Rorschach?
yeah.
Uh, I don't know what
Um,
I would see in those things.
that's neat.
Yeah. So what can it? What is? Can you tell me? Like, can you share an example of what a art therapy session is like?
I honestly, I don't remember.
Mm. Mm.
I took a class, but like it was an art education. I think I took like one of those classes, and I'm the worst person to ask. I'm embarrassing myself.
Mm.
Sorry. Uh, but you did mention that there was like as you get bigger, you get more hate comments, but it's like
Mhm.
you pay attention to like how many hate comments you're getting, number one, and number two, how many views are you getting? And then number three,
Yeah.
how many followers are you getting? Because you can get a lot of
Mm.
views, but you could also lose a lot of followers,
Oh yeah.
right? Or you can get a lot of hate and get a lot of views and still get a lot of followers because there's more people that are following you than hating you.
Mm.
So there's like, I think if you balance those three metrics out, it'll make sense. Like, okay, I'm doing something right,
Mm.
you know?
I think it depends what motivates people. I look at people like Floyd Mayweather, who has got so many haters. People follow him just to hate him, and it's like, what?
Okay, that's
But he
interesting.
doesn't care. Like he uses that
Yeah.
as a fuel. Um,
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, if they follow him, are they really following him to love him and like him? Hmm.
there's a thin line, isn't there, between love and hate?
Yeah.
Because have you ever experienced hate from someone who's doing better than you?
Well, maybe somebody who is currently not doing anything will hate.
Mm.
And then maybe if they become really big and then they start to decay, maybe they'll start hating. I don't know. you know, like because I've noticed like yeah, there are big celebrities and names out there. Um, they might say a thing or two. Maybe they have a life body of work that's really awesome, but like
Mm.
they're not getting any attention right now.
It's not current
Yeah,
or
it's not.
not relevant right now.
Yeah, it's maybe. Yeah, and then you'll start seeing a few of those just start commenting and getting a lot of hate
Oh,
for
really?
I
Wow.
don't know. Yeah,
Mm.
but so do you ever talk about your work process? Like, we, maybe your inspirations, maybe the technical process, like what you're able to share,
Yeah.
in terms of like from idea to execution.
Yeah, certainly. I put out I have made video. I haven't done a recent video in a while actually. But I have done my entire process videos before
Yeah.
on YouTube, which got demonetized.
Oh
So
no.
it's like, yeah, what? So now I had to find some other subject to do them for.
Uh-oh.
Um, because they're too. It was on feet, on like I made these disgusting crusty feet, and it got demonetized. But yeah, I go through my whole process. It's not super technical.
Mm,
Um, at least I don't feel like it is. But then I realized that most people don't know have no idea how to do this.
mm,
But to me, it's like so simple and straightforward. Like I'll just spend an evening in Midjourney and then take it through to upscale it. I use Magnific in Freepik for that, and then I will animate it in Kling. I love Kling. Kling is like
yeah.
it's got such a good understanding of physics.
Yeah. Cling
As
is
soon as I
awesome.
saw the fluid dynamics, even in 1.6, it's like this is incredible. And
Mm,
now in 2.1, it's even getting the translucency and the fluids stick to the flesh as they're dripping out, and it's just it blows my mind because um I come from a 3D background. I used to use Cinema 4D,
mm-hmm.
and getting fluids to animate in Cinema 4D and getting the textures and that subsurface scattering is it takes like you'll build this scene which takes a week, and then you'll animate it which takes another week, and then to render it on my at the time it was a Mac Pro. What's it called? The big massive cheese grater
The
Mac I
I
had.
was it iMac or something?
No, it was the tower, the silver one that looked like a cheese grater.
Ah, wow.
I
What was that? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like early
And I would leave it,
2000s, right?
yeah, I would leave it to render on that and it would take all night. And then in the morning, you like hope that you didn't mess something up because then that means you have
Mm,
to render it again. And obviously, I left everything to last minute before the deadline. So I was just hoping that I don't have to render it again.
mm-hmm.
So we went through all of that and now it's like I can do that whole process in an evening. So I think that's part of what drives me because I'm just so grateful that we can do this now.
Yeah.
Um, And then yeah, and then it's from Kling to upscale it and frame interpolation in Topaz.
Mm-hmm.
And then no, no. And then I'll take it through to Premiere and do the sound. Sound is 50% of the video. And
Yeah.
then I will export it and then upscale it in Topaz. And that's pretty much it right now.
So
Um,
when you talk about Cling, are you an image to video kind of person or a text to video kind of person?
some of my most viral content has been text to video,
Mm,
but I find that I don't really have much control over the look of it. Maybe it's because I'm not great at prompting Kling for image, for text to video, but I
mm-hmm.
find that the lighting looks the same. You can always tell that it's a Kling output when I see one. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I can tell it's the text to video. Um, well, I tend to like if I want to create a messed up, mutilated person, then I have done text to video because it's just fun. It's the content it creates is so messed up and so realistic
Yeah.
that it's I like that. Like my most viral video on Instagram, which is currently sitting at 12.2
Mm-hmm.
million views. That was a text to video on Kling.
Mm,
But I mostly use it for image to video.
mm-hmm.
I like the control that I have
So do you
over it, especially now.
Do you find that it's easier to get around censorship using text to video or image to video?
Uh, I haven't really, especially in Kling, I haven't found that I bump into much censorship issues on there. That's why I like it so much, because it just lets you prompt whatever.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And Freepik's good for that. There's no censorship on Freepik either, which is,
oh, really?
yeah.
Hmm. So you use all your tools like inside of Freepik,
No, I have like at Freepik, I'm a CPP, creative, what's it called?
Creator Partner
Something
Program?
partner. That's the one. Yes, thank you. And in Adobe as well, I am a partner for Adobe as well. So I use those two all the time. Um, and otherwise, I pay for Kling and Midjourney. Uh, I don't know. Do you get people reaching out to you, like from companies asking you to get on their programs, like CPPs?
Very seldom, but seldomly. And
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I did want to ask you the Midjourney stuff. Do you upscale within Midjourney first, and then you
No, I
upscale it
never.
after that again, the second time?
No, no, I don't use Midjourney upscaling.
Uh-huh.
Um, I just like it's good for like I tried it way back with interiors and it's good. Like it's okay. But once you use Magnific and the creative upscaling, especially for textures, it's like a whole different level. Because especially if you've got fine hairs on skin, it just makes them I don't know, it sharpens them, but it's not like gritty sharpening. It's like makes it more realistic and pores and things like that and
Mm,
sweat uh, and within the flesh it adds like more layers of skin. It just brings it to life with Magnific and um, maybe
yeah.
Midjourney upscale has changed since I used it, but I haven't found that to be the same. And Topaz has an upscaler gigapixel
Hmm.
which does like it's not a creative upscaler, it just kind of makes it polished.
Mm.
uh, But I like the creative upscaling that I get with Magnific.
Yeah, Magnific is great. And you can get some very large files with that as well.
Mm.
Uh, do you use Astra by Topaz?
No, they have asked me to use it, like please try our product. And I'm like, but I just don't know how to like how do you do like
Oh, it's
um
great. It's like
is have you tried it? Is it
it's a
credit
part of my
based? Like how
workflow.
does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, like, is it creative upscaler?
Well, you have a precision upscaler and a creative. So imagine Magnific creative upscaling with video.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then you can choose 24, 30, 60, or 120.
Mm.
You can choose like what else can you choose? Yeah, creative or precision. Precision just makes whatever is more detailed even more popping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and Magnific is great. I haven't really tried a lot of the other Magnific because it's not as black and white. There's a lot of stuff in there. You gotta just explore, right?
Mm.
In Magnific.
Mm.
There's a lot of structural stuff you can change as well, which is really great.
Oh, I just use it within Freepik. I think the
Oh, okay.
Freepik version of it is not as like it doesn't have as many options as the actual Magnific.
Oh, I mean, as long as you're able to implement it successfully within your workflow, I think, it works for you. So it gives you the
Yeah,
results you want.
I look for yeah, exactly. I look for like I have this result in mind and I just it's like laser focus. I want that result and then I'll
Mm.
figure out my way to get there.
So
Oh,
have
so
you
is
always been
Astra
a,
different to Starlight?
I'm sorry, oh, Starlight?
Is Astra
Yeah, Starlight. Yeah, I haven't really made the comparison. I've used Starlight before, maybe like a few times.
mm,
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, because it sharpens everything, right? In Astra. So Starlight, I imagine it would I would imagine it's more film related. I'm not sure. I have to revisit Starlight.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
But so have you always been like into horror? Like, did you study? Oh, you study biology. I just saw it on your Instagram.
Oh, what did you? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I studied biology.
Yeah, you study biology.
I went,
Yeah.
yeah, I did it because so in school, let me go way back into my school days. I spent so much time in detention for drawing in my textbooks, which is vandalism. Don't do that, kids. And then after school, or like just sleeping through lessons, um, because all I'd be thinking about and dreaming about is nature and insects and evolution and why are we here and how do we get here and uh, I just I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. Just like this whole reality. It's like, what even is this? And so biology made sense to me. I just followed that all the way through to uni. And then the first year, in that degree, the first year, I was either like drunk or, or sleeping through lectures because it was so easy. I passed the year even though I like missed so many lectures and I slept through them, paid no attention. And then one day in the lab, I had my lab coat on, which is why a lot of my work now is in labs because I spent so much time in labs.
Mm.
And I had my goggles on, my safety goggles, and I held up this test tube. We were separating DNA, and I held up this test tube, and the DNA was floating. It like floats on top of this solution and like this silvery film. You can see it, and you can see with the naked eye this DNA. And I was like, I don't see the rest of my life doing this.
Mm.
I can't spend the rest of my life in labs doing this. And it was such a profound moment of clarity that I just knew I had to drop out.
Yeah.
um, so I followed that. I always like my gut's never been wrong, and it was like that week I was like, I have to follow art, like because art is like I'm spending all of my time drawing. Like this is calling me, and this other path is being in labs and doing experiments on DNA is not the work, not what I want to do. So I
Yeah.
dropped out and found a course like down the road for digital arts. And I took my sketchbook there. I had a sketchbook full of like packed. It was like bursting with drawings. And I took my sketchbook there. Usually you have to go through this whole application process and this whole like, bureaucratic, um, you know,
Mm.
jumping through hoops. And I didn't do any of that. I just found the guy who like owned the course, like ran the course, and showed him my sketchbook, and I was like, "What do you think of this?" And his name was Mark Owen, which is the name of a guy, of a singer in a band, but he has the same name, Mark Owen. And he was like, he didn't even say anything. He was like speechless, looking through these drawings, and he was like, "You have to join. You have to join this course." I was like, "Oh, okay then." So then
Mhm.
I went to do digital arts and I came out with a first class degree in digital arts. And that was where we did like VFX and learned the whole Adobe suite, like Photoshop and After Effects and Premiere. And it was for film and games. And the whole course was about making creatures. For me, it was like making creatures and bringing them to life. So it's like all these creatures that I invented in my brain from daydreaming my whole life, I can now make them come to life and like move them and animate them and bring them into the world.
Mm.
And it was just, and then it ended up, my work was being used to promote the course for future students. So it ended up in magazines. So it was so cool.
Oh wow. Was this in England?
Yeah, yeah, I was in Kingston.
Wow. That's awesome. And the school you went to was like a liberal arts school?
Um, my no, it was just like a public school, my
Mm.
high school. And then the universities, they were both in Kingston, which is like near London. Yeah, but there weren't like any special arts schools or anything. In fact, the art, what's it called? GCSE, they were called GCSEs,
Mm,
um, which is like the exams that you have to do
yeah.
back in the day. Um,
It's like a Cambridge
I
exam, right?
no, it was like
Oh, it's everyone? Like everyone in England took it?
yeah, it's like a standard test that everyone has to do when you're in high school. And I did art. I chose art because obviously I chose art, and I
Mm,
came out with an E, which is like below the in art, because I didn't follow the guidelines. Like you have to write all these essays, and
mm,
I don't care. I don't care about writing about art. I want to do art. And then I looked at like other people who were doing it, and oh, let's just say this other girl who's like lovely, lovely girl. Her sketchbook was full of like really awful drawings, like they were so bad, and like full of, full of essays. And she got an A star, and I was like, something is wrong with the education system.
mm.
um,
That's interesting. So it
yeah,
was
it's going to
more
be
like,
very different in the coming years.
is more theory
Yeah.
than,
Yeah, you have to know about all your artists and like the history of art. And I was like, I don't care about any of
yeah,
that.
man. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. And then you did you go to art school eventually?
No, because that E in my GCSEs put me off.
Ah, but
Yeah,
you were still making art, which is great.
yeah,
Just the
yeah.
point.
I still did it. Um, and then while I was at uni, another motivator for me was while I was at uni for my digital arts degree. I was working in a supermarket. I probably shouldn't name them, but like it was, I hated that job. My bones hated that job. It was once a week, and then to get overtime, like if you work nights, you get overtime at time and a half. And I think that time and a half money was like £9 an hour, which was loads of money an hour
Mm,
when you're at uni.
yeah.
Um, so I did that on Friday evenings, and then I went in again on Saturdays. And then instead of being happy at the end of Saturday because my shift was over, I'd be like, oh, it's only 6 days until I have to be back in this hellhole. Um, and then I did that for 3 years, 3 years of that. And then it motivated me to never be in a position to have to do that again. Um,
Wow.
Maybe we have to go through those experiences, and it doesn't make sense at the time. But then when you look back at it, it's like, oh, that's why I had to go through that.
So now, I mean, do you do AI full time? Are you like on your way? Is there something else you're really interested in doing? Or this seems to be like a lot, right, for you, right? Just the art, the partnerships, and all that stuff. Like, it seems like that's a huge investment, but it also doesn't feel like work because you're loving what you do.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. I I'm very fortunate. I'm in a position where I don't have to say yes to partnerships that I don't want to do.
Mm,
And like to get to that position, like you kind of have to do. Uh, you have to, what's it called? You have to diversify your income streams. Like have more than one income stream. It's absolutely essential that we do that. You
mm,
do not put all your eggs in one basket. So I'm quite fortunate in that I have diversified before going all in on AI, um, because otherwise you will have to like do ads for products that you don't believe in, or do a job on the side which can take your focus away or take your energy away. And
mm.
I, yeah, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to do what I love. And like even when a brand reaches out to me now and I don't know who they are or I've never used their product, I'm like, I'm not really interested. Like, I don't want
Mhm.
to promote something that I don't use myself.
Mm.
Um, and the more I believe that the more we do that, the more that we go for brands, like work with partners that we actually um, like we enjoy the way they treat us, right? It's like a mutual um, collaboration. Like we're creating something together and we're making something that we believe in. The more that we do that, then the more that we attract those kind of situations and more of those opportunities. So I'm grateful now that I'm able to do that. Like I can say no to what I don't want to do and leave, like make space for more of what I do want to do and bring people into my world
Mm.
that uh, help me want to be better.
So how long did it take you, and how many different things did you try before you were able to go all in on AI? Because it's not simple, you know. It's not as easy as it sounds. Like, you must have been doing something right. But like, did it take you a lot of tries? Did it take a while?
I
Yeah.
think we definitely have to try a lot of different things first
Mm.
because one of the questions, like even when growing up, like
Mm.
my only skill really, like I was super not popular at school, like just blended in, like you wouldn't have noticed me. Like it was just like I was so shy and like English was my second language. I didn't even speak English when I first went to school.
Wait, are you
So
not? Did you? Are you from another European country?
no, I'm actually from India.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh,
And
that's
then I
awesome. I
learned
didn't.
English like
Wow.
at primary school. Yeah, yeah.
I want to go to
I don't
India
think I've
and the UK. I've never been to either one of those countries. So.
India's really changed. Like when I was when I was a lot younger, I haven't been there for many, many years now.
Mm.
When I was a lot younger, like the places that I grew up in didn't even have running water.
Mm.
So every time I would go there, I would always get ill. Like you get belly belly and all the food poisoning and like shower using a bucket and like you can't drink milk because it will poison you. You might die.
What?
Things like
From
that.
milk?
And then yeah, the milk is really. If you go to someone's house, don't drink their milk because they'll put that powdery milk in there and it could be food poisoning.
Oh,
So
wow. I didn't know that.
yeah, no running water. So whenever I came back from India, I'd be like so grateful to have a running shower. But it's really changed since then.
Mm.
Apparently, it's really modernized now. Mm. Actually, it's one of the biggest hubs for AI now moving forward.
Mm. I
Mm.
bet. A lot of test cases,
Mm.
a lot of use cases.
Yeah, and a lot of engineers, like coders, are now uh, like entry level coders are not going to pursue coding anymore because they've realized that AI will do it better and faster and like free now. So there's really no point. So it's like there's such a shift happening now.
Mm. That's wild.
But yeah,
The
that's where I
GPT's
came from.
taking over.
Yeah.
That's great. So you try different things, and then you've maybe figured it out, uh, how to sustain yourself, and that's the key. You know,
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
yeah, that's the hard part. Is like,
It's
okay, let's see, let's try this and this and this.
yeah, it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
you need to have your basic that you need to build from the bottom. If you don't have that, then it's not sustainable. Yeah, like you said. So yeah, having grown up like that, I was always told I was good at drawing. I guess that's what people whoever saw me drawing would tell me, and I just wouldn't think anything of it because it's all I did. But if I had to break it down into a process, it's like, oh, because it's all I did, that's why it felt so effortless for me, and it looked effortless to other people, like I was born with this magical talent.
Mm.
But not really. It's because I was practicing it all the time. I was doing it all the time. And maybe that's what um, AI in any medium that we choose to use is like. To get really good at it, you have to be obsessed with it.
Yeah, that is so. I find the space moving so astronomically fast
Oh
that,
yeah.
like, oh, today something comes out. Man, I have to make a video though. Man,
Mm.
should I try it? Okay, how long am I gonna try it for? Should I just make a video with that? And then it's like tomorrow, it's like, nope, this thing comes out. And it's like, all
Yeah.
right, well, say goodbye to that thing.
Now, what is it? What's the new thing that's come out? Rio? No.
Oh,
Ray?
yeah.
Oh, I
Ray
forget. I was
3 came
told
out
this.
today.
That's the one. Yeah.
And then also Rev AI is really, really good. I just used that
Is
the other
it?
day. Yeah.
You can talk to it, right? It's like an agentic AI now.
Rev?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's
Can
like
you
a.
talk to it? I thought you just type like you just type,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a
oh.
conversational
Yeah, it's very yeah, it's
process.
like natural language. Very, very, very
Wow.
fluent in natural language. So impressive.
Oh, have you? Okay. I made some of my like these people made of holes and like worms come out of them. I made that in Rev. That was ages ago, but it looks like the platform's completely changed
Wait, Rev
now.
is old? I thought it was new.
Oh, I don't know when. Yeah, it was like
You
a.
see, that's the thing, man. I have to keep
But it's
up,
no,
man.
it was like completely different. It doesn't even look like the same platform anymore. It's completely changed.
Man,
It was
there are
really
so many
basic.
players in this
Yeah.
game right now.
Yeah. And there's so many people, like Google are just doing it for free. Like you don't even have to. So how do you compete with free?
Yeah,
Mm,
what are you gonna do? I mean, you'll be able to. Oh yeah, YouTube just updated. YouTube has a huge update. I think they released it the other day, and one of them is like you can use AI within the. I have to double check it, but AI is gonna play an increasingly useful role in the YouTube editing suite, whatever.
mm.
Which is yeah. It. I mean, oh, are you a mood board kind of person in Midjourney?
No, like there's so many features in like the star references and profile numbers and SRS. I don't know any of that. Like I
You
try
know.
and sort of
Mhm.
when people tell me a tip, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna try that. And then
Yeah.
when it comes to being in flow, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to remember all those things. I just want to like, I just drag and drop my images, use them as references, and keep rolling like that, variations.
Yeah, even
But
flow.
I
Yeah.
get why it's useful.
Which one is useful?
Even but having those features is useful. I can see it being useful for like when we have projects with different brands who have different styles, then I can see that being useful.
Yeah. I mean, consistency, I mean, I'm not sure if you're a huge fan of like consistent outputs for images,
Mm.
structurally and like the subject, different angles and stuff. Which platform do you use for that if you use it? Or if you,
Angles. Um, so for characters, recently I've discovered Sea Dream. Is it Sea Dance or Sea Dream?
Sea Dream?
Um, yeah, and like the main thing that the first thing whenever I'm given a new toy to play with is the first thing I'll test is let me put my fleshiest, juiciest creature in there
Mm.
and see if it understands what this is that I've given it. One of the issues that I ran into with Kling when it first came out was it just didn't understand the features of a face if it didn't have humanoid features. So it's like now that's one of my first tests. Will it let me put this through? Because it's like quite gory and fleshy.
Yeah.
And Seedream has been really good at understanding it. And then I'll use Kling, like start and end frames, to like transition between those frames, like a dynamic transition.
Mm-hmm.
Nano Banana is good, but it can be quite censored. It doesn't let every output go through, or it doesn't understand it, or it
Mm.
just like blurs out a lot of the details, and I have to put that back in with upscaling.
Mm. Yeah, that's neat. Are you a fan? Which version of Kling do you use? most.
2.1 for sure. Definitely 2.1. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Especially when frames came out, I was like, oh, this is the one. Yeah. What about you?
It depends on. Sometimes 1.5 gets it right. Sometimes
Oh.
1.6 gets it right, and 2.1. Like
Mm.
I really can't. I'm experimenting to the point where I can't predict like because I have so many outputs and I like to kind of throw them on all the text to video. So Hilo has been like really good for
Mm.
physics lately for image to video for their unlimited 2.0 model.
I've heard really good things about them.
Yeah, it's unlimited, which like you could just generate five at a time. You could do six
Mm.
or 6 seconds, or I think there's like another option. I don't remember, but it's so yeah.
That's because they reached out to me a little while ago asking me to join their CPP.
Oh, okay.
Um, I was on there for ages, um, and then I kind of just didn't log in. I think you have to log in every day or something to keep the unlimited generations,
Really?
and I didn't log in.
Oh,
I don't know, but I hadn't logged in for a while, and then when I logged back in, the unlimited thing went away. And I was like, oh, well, never mind, because I wasn't using it. And then they reached out to me saying, like, come back, but I just haven't because then it's another thing I have to learn. Um, but if it's yeah, if people are raving about it, then
is it for
I
Hyrule,
might give
right?
it a go again. Yeah, mini, yeah.
Yeah, they really had some major upgrades for like
Oh,
now it's like live action cinematic like footage for the version 2 is just even text to video is very impressive. And if you do you use Sora in your process at all?
I tried it out,
Mm.
and again, I bumped up against censorship. So.
Ah, I see.
And I heard that like some people are getting their whole accounts banned if they keep trying it. So
Oh dear.
I didn't want to risk that. Yeah, because it's tied to ChatGPT and everything. So I definitely don't want to
Yeah,
risk it. I've got so much data in ChatGPT.
I still put stuff into Sora. I think Sora is really good for the middle ground, mid-tones details.
Mm.
Like what I do is like maybe I'll use Flow and I'll create like a or I'll use Kling, Flow, or Hilo just to get the structure,
Mm.
and then I'll use Sora to give it the details
Mm.
through the video to video remix, and then I'll take it to Astra, and then I'll just like up like just precision or creative upscaling, and then it just like pops the midtones and the structure out.
Oh,
So Sora is amazing for like the middle ground. It's crazy,
okay. Mm.
but you don't
Yeah,
need it because you know I mean you might want to play around with it, but like you've got like the details like you know middle, macro, and micro. I think you've got it all with your you know
it's the macro. The macro is like big scenes, isn't it?
yeah
That's what.
yeah.
Yeah, that's. I've got this character who I really hope will stay monetized on YouTube because it's like so safe.
Yeah.
I want to put into a world, so it's building out that world and getting those epic scenes um, that I want to.
Wait, do
Like
you
I
have
want it to
do you,
feel as easy to me.
are you world building with your characters?
Ye yes. So like they will have a backstory.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's sick.
There's one character I made. His name was Steve, and he's like this crazy person. He's like covered in eyeballs, but like uh, my character that I'm playing in these videos like doesn't see it. She's just like, oh, he's so good to me and he's perfect, and it's like everyone else is like, why are you with this guy? Like, look at him, he's all greasy and covered in eyeballs. Like, can you not see it? And she's just like, I love him. And it turns out that he's got this parasite, like he's controlled by this parasite, and then anyone who gets near him like is also kind of infected by this parasite and thinks he's amazing. So yeah, like all of these stories, they're kind of like they have this undercurrent of humor behind them because it's just so absurd. Um, but yeah, that's kind of each of the characters have some story like that behind them, and I end up getting really into it, like building these worlds.
That's neat. Wow. So you've got lore. You got lore behind
Lore, that's the word.
your building, world building behind all these creatures. That's amazing.
I try and keep like a moral behind them, and I I found that even though on Instagram I've had like the shortest reels, like the 5 second ones, are the ones that get the most views, which then grows the following
Mm.
number. But then I just can't keep only doing that. Like it's just I find it so like it drains my soul or something. So I'll put out stories or like write a VO or something that's a little bit more has depth to it. Like um, it will be born of an emotion that I have or a message that I want to mostly tell myself and then put out to an audience. And those are the reels that take more time and more energy from me. And I think that's what builds that connection with my audience as well.
Oh yeah, that's the hard part, because yeah, you need to go wide. You need to go
Yeah.
wide to get the to actually have a community, because otherwise no one's
Hmm.
going to see you. That's why your short ones do so well. It's
Exactly.
easy to finish. Maybe it's shocking within the first like
Yeah.
millisecond. Just the instant you see it, it's like wow. And then
Yeah.
it's 5 seconds, so low investment. And then they probably rewatch it or share with their friends or comment.
Oh, have you found as well on your reels that the shares are like way higher than the likes or comments?
Well, if your shares are higher than your likes and comments, then yeah, if your shares are higher than your likes, then you're doing something really, really well. Yeah. That
Mm.
means they liked your video so much that they sent it to someone else before before they liked your account. Oh, well, liked your video.
It's crazy. I found one this morning actually. I was talking to a friend. One of them is like 20,000 cents, like shares, but
Yeah.
like less than 2,000 likes. And it's like that ratio is insane. It's so off.
Well, in that case, I
Mm,
don't know, but I know that if you have more shares than likes, then it's performing better than it usually is.
mm.
That's great. Yeah, I've seen videos like that on your account where you have like over 10,000 likes. I mean, over 10,000 shares, and then the likes are like maybe half of that.
Like 200. It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Shares are a good thing. Yeah, I
Mm,
would say it's better than a like because it takes them longer to do, right?
mm.
And if the goal is to keep
Yeah,
people on the
more of the
platform,
impact.
they're trying to get someone else to come to the platform.
Yeah, I do listen to what Adam Mosseri, like the little tips that he shares every Friday. Actually, he does a Q&A, and he talks about this kind of thing on there, like
Oh,
how to, like there's no, like he tries to explain what they're looking for on the platform, which is like the the sends, like he's looking for people to send this video to their friend. That's what
that's smart.
helps your work reach a bigger audience. And then like getting that hook, like you said, that shock value in the first
Mm,
within the first 3 seconds, like you have to grab their attention because there's
yeah.
you have to stop that thumb from scrolling. So there's a bit of a formula behind it. And again, it's practice, isn't it? The more you do it, the more it's second nature that you know you have an instinct for what will get attention and what may not, but then is gonna tell a different story.
Yeah.
Um,
Are there any valuable insights you learned on a technical level with any of these tools? Any little tips and tricks that you found that you might think other people might not have noticed?
with, mm, um, well, because I have such a big library of work now,
Mm,
but there are concepts like that I may have done a year ago or something, and I think, oh, I wonder how that concept would work now with this new technology. So if you've already got a bunch of prompts that you've already done, like don't try and invent a new prompt right now because a new software's come out. Just use
mm,
one that you've already done ages ago and see how it looks now. Like every time there's a new Midjourney version, I'm like, oh, let me try a prompt I've already done and see
mm,
how it looks now. Like that, there's no such thing as an original idea. You cannot wake up one day and have an original idea. It just doesn't exist. So if there's something that's inspired you, that you've seen another artist do, then don't like copy them, which is seems relevant today because there's someone copying me. But like, don't do that. But like, put your own flavor on it and experiment. Like the biggest advantage that we have right now in this time is that you can experiment faster than ever before. If you have an idea, you can just bring it to life now, like do it today, and then you'll see if it works or not. Like see how it makes you feel. And if you like the feeling that it gives you, then do more of that thing. And then you'll figure it out. But the biggest tip is to take action, I would say.
mm,
We have this advantage now that we can do that.
mm. Interesting.
Did you see that there's like Mark Zuckerberg put out a demo like
Mm,
earlier this week and it has failed? So like the
mm-hmm,
whole minute of this demo AI demo failed. And it's like, but he's putting something out that's not polished and perfect because he wants to see, he wants to fail fast. He wants to see what's going to work so that he can just keep rolling forward. Like don't get stuck behind this idea that you have to be perfect and polished and everything has to, like, it doesn't matter, just do it and keep going.
yeah. So that's good advice. There's like reuse old prompts is a good one. Um, Maybe organize the prompts. There's so many. Just gotta find them all
Mm.
and just kind of remember which ones to reuse on which new platform.
Yeah, and I find that the language is ever so slightly different on every new model that comes out.
Mm, yeah.
So the way that I like to work is not spread myself out between freaking 10,000 different softwares, um, but get really good at like the one or the ones like the workflow that you like and that works for the bigger why that you have. It all comes back to our why. And then like get really good at it, get really good at that workflow, and then just keep pumping it and like it will make sense once you look back.
Yeah.
Like it may not make sense while you're doing it and you're just like, oh, everything's failing. But you just got to keep doing it, like keep failing. Like um that yeah, that's something that's helped me is like when I'm overthinking a video or something, and I don't want to like hit the record button, sometimes I'll just think to myself, okay, well, I don't have to upload this, do I? I can just get on the camera and record something and not upload it. And that takes the pressure off completely because then I can do something that feels more natural to me because I'm not so like stiff about it. I'm just like, oh, nobody cares. And then that's the one that I end up putting out. And that's what people want to see. They want to see that authenticity
Mm-hmm.
that goes for artwork as well, or anything that we create. Like it should be a version of us that we're putting out.
Oh yeah. That's a good some good advice. Oh wow, okay. So basically figuring out okay, which workflow works best for what I want, which means you've really got to know what it is you want. What about for the people that don't maybe they're not exactly sure what they want and they're presented with all these platforms? What's your advice for
Mm.
them?
Um, so for someone who's so if someone just woke up today and they're like, ah, now I have like 50 different platforms to choose from. What do I do first? Um, I would say if you don't know what you want to do, then think back to what you were doing when you were 7 years old. Like, what was it? What were you doing when you were 7 years old? Like, what comes to mind? What were you doing? And that moment of joy that you had when you were seven, like, follow that feeling, and then just type it into like one of these, type the prompt into one of these AIs, like any of them, and then see what comes up,
Mm. Kind of
and then
like
follow that.
looking back to when you were most happiest, maybe the happiest year of your childhood or something.
Yeah, and it doesn't actually, it doesn't even, now that you mention it and we're talking about it, it doesn't even have to be like something that made you happy. Like maybe it's like, maybe you're going through something like heartbreak is something that I found personally to be a really big motivator for a lot of my best work has come out when I've been absolutely angry or like hurt. And what I've created from that feeling has been really visceral because it's come from my gut because I'm going through it now and I can channel it into artwork. Like you can create all this darkness and like let it out. Like art therapy, I guess maybe, if that's what art therapy is.
Mm.
So it doesn't always have to be like joyful. There's that part of it as well, but on the other side of it, that joy kind of wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the sadness of that anger. So kind of use both fuels, like they're both fuels.
Mm. Maybe
Um,
maybe what you're trying to say is like something that really stuck with you and that really made an impact on you,
yeah,
good or bad.
yeah. hmm Like something that has changed you, like a pivotal moment.
Mm.
I
Like
found
a
that as well. Listening to music really helps get into a state of mind that can conjure up images for me. Um, I'm quite. It's like it's synesthesia, isn't it? When you can see music and like um, feel sound, like you can really like the senses cross over. So when
mm.
I listen to, for example, Howard Shore, it's like, oh, I see all these epic scenes and this like feel all these emotions, and then I can channel that into my artwork. So like, what do you want to do? Like when you're not thinking about work or not thinking about your basic needs, like what do you want to do with your free time? Like what do you think about? Because now you can make all those images now.
I guess it's really hard to get into uh, a mindset of boredom these days
What do you
because
mean?
it's easy to gratify that because your phone is always like at least my phone is always with me. So
Yeah.
whenever I'm bored, I just grab my phone. But maybe I should just like let myself be bored.
That's so important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Like I've seen like kids, like when I'm out and everyone is on their phone, like even kids, like these 2-year-olds have iPads. It's like, what? I don't even have an iPad. What is that 2-year-old doing with an iPad? But
Mm.
it's like dopamine and being stuck to devices is such a, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but I see that as being like so isolating. And I think it's being bored and allowing ourselves to be bored, because a lot of getting good at something is being like allowing yourself, noticing that you're bored doing this thing and doing it anyway. Like that repetition, it's like training. Um, a lot of it is getting the reps in, just allowing yourself. to do it, whether you want to do it or not. And
Mm.
there are parts of the creative process that's like that as well. But again, it's just like accepting that, okay, this part of the process is not like as fun as this other part of it. But if I want to reach the goal and get better next time, then you have to kind of go through that period of not being as excited.
Yeah.
That's
Just
what makes someone exceptional is being okay with doing that boring part because that's when most people quit.
oh yeah, like putting in the reps is one thing. I guess what I was wondering is like just being bored and having your phone and just not touching it and just like letting yourself just be bored. Maybe inspiration can come out of that.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend about this actually. It's just some of our best ideas happen when we're in the shower
Mm.
because we're not doing anything else but just being in the shower, and it's like maybe maybe that's part of the creative process.
You can't use your phone in the shower.
Hmm.
That makes
Or
sense.
going for a walk and like not not looking at your phone when we're out for a walk or something.
Wow, that's great. Not bringing your phone, me even, just walking around.
Yeah,
That's great. Yeah, so you think you're gonna be in LA in October.
yes, the end of October.
That's cool. What's going on in LA? Some AI stuff?
Yeah, it's for Adobe Max.
Oh, like is it like if you're in the creator program, then you can go?
No, it's open to everyone, but I don't know if they'll. You have to have a look on the website to see if there's still tickets now because they
Oh,
sell out quite fast. Um,
mm,
but yeah, I'm going as part of like the AI. This is man. Do you? I don't know if you get this
yeah.
because you've been on camera for way longer than I have. But like being in a room full of creators that have like hundreds of thousands, and like you're in the million. I didn't even realize your TikTok account was so huge. It said 2 million. I saw that earlier today. I was like, oh, let me just like try and not look at that figure.
Yeah.
'Cause that's such a big number.
Yeah.
But being in a room full of people um with such a huge audience, like big influences like that, is like it can feel like that little imposter syndrome in me is like, oh, am I supposed to be here? But that's kind of what it's like with Adobe because um yeah, they're inviting me to these events and it's just like, oh, is this like yeah. So I'm just kind of like step into that like acceptance that actually they asked me.
Mm.
Um but yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm going there for that. It's like they show off their new products and bring creators together. Um, I they do events all over the world. The last one was in London, and this one's in LA, and sometimes they'll do it in Europe as well.
Wait, does that mean that a big feature's coming out or like something crazy's gonna happen?
Uh, well, I can't say too
All right, all right,
much,
all right. Let's
but
just stop there.
but yeah, they are they're innovating. Yeah, I mean they've been around forever. They were they've been there through the whole of my creative life. Adobe has like been fundamental to it. So
Mm. Hey, look,
yeah,
I
I'm
would I
just
would say
still trying to
there's
like.
three major events in the video space in AI. You can like let me know what you think. First one is like when Kling came out. Second one is when
Mhm.
Sora came out, and the third one is when VO3 came out.
Mm.
I don't know if you feel the same or
You know, the hype behind Sora and how long they took to ship that product was such a like. By the time Sora came out, there was
Mm.
like three other video platforms that were better. And then when Sora came out, I was like, oh,
Oh,
you kind of expected this because there was so much hype behind it, expected this incredible, but it wasn't that good because already Kling was there. Um, yeah, Kling definitely. But then I don't know how they sourced all of the training data for Kling because you can get some horrific content out of
Oh
Kling.
yeah.
So it's like,
Oh my
what
gosh.
what has it been trained on? Um, and
Nightmares.
VO3, yeah, VO3. I never really used VO3. I saw some like there's this account called Barbie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barbie
The AI
something. Do you know
Barbie.
what? Do you know that one? Yeah, she's so funny. I love her.
So
And there's this like AI Barbie granny as well, like grandma advice. And I was like, she is right.
funny.
Yeah, she gives out like grandma advice, but like unhinged. Um,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so I've seen what people are doing with it, and I enjoy consuming that content. I think where I'm at with what I do right now, it doesn't quite fit into my any of my workflows. But I do enjoy what people are doing with it.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, that's VO3. They just came out with portrait mode, and so if you
Mm,
combine that with like their unlimited VO3 fast mode,
mm.
man, it's very it's wild. Yeah.
Oh, have you the other one was Runway, right? When
Yeah.
before Runway came out, that was a huge event. But again, they took so long to come out with portrait mode.
Mm.
It's like I just got frustrated with it, like trying to work my way around doing it horizontally and then flipping it. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
I
Runway,
think,
it's kind of like I think they're look, most of the tools, if you get them independently, I'm not sure if it's worth getting annual or not, just because you don't know
yeah,
who like what's gonna come out tomorrow. We have no idea, right?
yeah,
But there are certain platforms like Runway where like, okay, I mean they're always adding something,
mm.
character, like with their motion capture,
Oh,
Aleph.
Act Two.
Yeah. Act
I
2.
heard about Aleph. Mm.
So yeah. I wonder about that. Maybe Runway, like with those like all-in-one tools, and then they keep stacking tools.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the way. I don't know.
yeah, like yeah, that's what Freepik's good for that because it's like a whole suite. They're always adding stuff.
Wow.
Um, and Adobe, yeah, Adobe is like I don't see myself ever not using Adobe. It's like so fundamental.
Wait,
Um,
but how do you use it? Like, is it like free pick? You just subscribe to like the whole thing? Oh,
what
you're in the
Adobe?
partner program.
Yeah, yeah, but even before that, I was on the like I had the whole Creative Suite. Even though I don't use a lot of it, it's just like it makes sense to have all of it anyway because the difference in price is not really that big from having just, for example, having just Photoshop or Premiere or something to having the whole suite. The difference in price is not that big.
Hmm. Is that where you edit all your stuff post in Premiere?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they've got generative expand now, even works for audio. So if I've got like a short sound clip and it's like, oh, it just needs to come to the end of this clip, then you can generate generative expand that audio clip. And it's quite good. And it works for
What?
like B-roll. Oh yeah. And generative expand for backgrounds is quite good as well.
Dang. Premiere, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in Premiere. And since then, even when I go into After Effects now, it's like takes so much longer for me in After Effects to achieve the similar result in Premiere.
Wow.
But yeah, I hear a lot of people use DaVinci, but I've never used that. What do you use?
I am a simple man. I just use Filmora.
Mm,
I'm a simple man. For audio, I use Audio and 11 Labs.
mm.
11 Labs, their music platform is quite decent, but Suno just announced 4.5 is coming out soon. I don't know when. Topaz, I use Astra, very good, very pricey. It's like 300 a month, I think. About,
Whoa.
yeah.
On
But
Topaz.
you can roll your credits over.
Oh,
But you know, quite fun. But they also released a studio the other day.
Yeah, they did.
So like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Did you? But if you have two or more products
mm,
and you've got auto renew, then because you're a founding customer, aren't you? You were there before they did the whole studio thing. So, if you're a founding customer, then you'll have access to the whole studio. Like it will just be part of. So have a look if you've got two active subscriptions. Then I sound like I'm selling them, but yeah, you will get the
buy
studio for no
now.
extra cost. Yeah, yeah. But definitely, as creators, we should be making the most of all these CPPs because it's in the company. Yeah, you will get them so much exposure.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's complicated. This whole creative space thing. I mean, I guess for those who are all in on the AI, then yes. But if like you have one foot in AI and one foot in like personality,
yeah,
then it's like, okay, maybe you can get like a half deal or something.
that's what. That's why I think I was talking with a friend about this the other day because he was like, "Oh, I don't know," because his face content, when he does face content, he doesn't
Mm.
get as many views as like when he does just the artwork content. And even I've had people commenting saying, "Can you just make art and like not put your face on it?" And I'm like, "Excuse me."
Excuse me? What?
Yeah, like
Say that
what?
again?
Uh,
It's my face.
but that's what brands want. Yeah, that's what brands want. They want you to be able to show your face because then when you go out to an event, what are you going to do? Like wear a mask.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, it's like figuring out uh, what you want. Do you even want to be involved um, with these communities or like yeah, you kind of happy just to do the art side of things and keep
I'll be
going like
honest, like,
that.
uh, yeah, I think being attached to brands, it's like, what if you're not allowed to criticize anything? Then do I really want to be a free
Mm,
member of the product? Like,
yeah.
I would pay for it if I'm able to just not have any strings attached to it.
Mm.
I don't know. That's complicated, but
I tend to look for like I've seen people who are part of CPPs, like creative partner programs, who also like they're not blowing smoke up the asses of all these brands. They also say what can be improved, and a brand like well, they will if they really want to improve and listen to users' feedback, then they already know not to listen to all the yes men and like people that tell them what's good about it. Like it's the people who tell them what can be improved.
mm,
That's what's going to improve the product. So whenever I've accepted these invitations, it's like, well, are other people who are part of this program also saying things that can be improved about it? And are they still part of the creative partner program? Because if
do
so,
they get
then
fired?
did they get ejected like, mysteriously? And if they're accepting feedback like that, then that's who I want to be involved with because then they're not going to try and like gag me or tell me not to talk about other products or tell my audience what I really think. Um, which I have experienced that. I have
Mm.
had people like telling me not to advertise other brands or like um not say anything bad about them or like mislead my audience and it's like oh I don't want to work with you. It's a red flag. No, get away from me.
Yeah.
Um
So like, yeah, I just
so
want to, like, I'm not saying that like I'm out for blood and I'm just gonna like the whole reason I'm using it is because I want to talk trash about this company. Like, no, of course
yeah.
not, right? It's just like, yeah, it's just the feeling of like maybe I make some very uncensored stuff, maybe some politically sensitive stuff, and it's like if this
Um,
brand is like invited me to be a part of their CPP, um, like I will feel like pressured to not explore as much as I would have if I just paid them and then I just went about my own business.
mm,
You know, I'm I
yeah.
because I pay so much right now for like all
Yeah,
of them together.
obvious.
A lot.
Yeah, even what you're paying for Astro, I was like, whoa. Because I feel like you're in a position to be just send them a DM and like, hey, and they'll be like, come and join us immediately. Maybe. Um,
Yeah, I mean, people have DM me about that, and it's just
yeah.
I never really went all in because I'm, I like my freedom sometimes.
Have you tried? Have you tried saying yes?
Yes, I've tried saying yes, and then
Ah,
yeah, I tried. Yeah, I did a few things here and there, and then uh, I felt like I would do more justice for myself and for the brand if I just, paid them and then just wasn't looking over my shoulder. Not saying that, but like for paranoid people like me.
oh, have you ever experienced someone trying to like tell you to
Oh
like
no,
suggest?
no, nothing negative.
Mm,
It's just usually when you're a part of a brand, it's like uh, you usually don't see criticism from people who are in those programs. I mean, I've seen
mm.
maybe some, but like, um, but I mean, I just want to focus on the creative, the creativity, and I don't want to. I
Yeah,
want to think about the art. I want to be immersed in the art
yeah.
and not think about the politics of it. That's all.
Yeah, that's your driver. Like if that's what and it is like it's giving you so much momentum, like focusing like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So, was there anything on your mind? Anything you wanted to share? Before we, uh, you know, close out. Peace out.
Uh, no, I think that's been very well, it's been very laid back and chilled actually. Yeah. Especially since my camera's not working. That was the main thing. Um, but maybe if this account grows, then it'll work next time.
Yeah, I was afraid
But
of
no, it's
that.
been oh.
Hmm. Maybe there could have been a better platform we could do it on.
Oh, you know, the thing is, especially as well on Instagram, the my main account is banned from going on lives, but I can join. Yeah, it's just I got restrictions.
That's
Um,
wild.
but I can join other people's lives, but I can't host them. So
Ah, maybe that
yeah,
would have been better. Hmm. Okay. So, are you gonna go make some content now?
well, I'm gonna go and hit the gym now
Ah, great.
and
Good
maybe
stuff.
batch some content later. And I want to try out Ray 3. I was just trying out with some characters just now. But
Oh.
every day it's like that. It's like, oh, what can I had this idea in mind. Now, what do I use to bring it to life? It's like that.
Hmm.
Did the audience have any questions?
Yeah. Is anyone around who has questions? Who've been around since the beginning? Questions about AI art, AI video? Anyone still around? Yeah, they've been in and out. Hopefully, we'll see a few questions. So, any plans
Let's
to
see.
go to the U.S. and do some AI networking?
From the audience or me?
All right. Oh, you. Yeah.
Oh, um, yeah. There's so few people in the UK doing AI. I feel like everyone's in America.
Mm.
It makes sense. And also Europe has some more restrictions, don't they, around AI, like the whole ethics behind it. So it's a bit slower to get my hands on software and things when it comes out sometimes because it's just not doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it makes sense. Like most people that I know that are in AI are over in the US.
You should like, hey guys, I'm going to LA for this event. We
Do you
should
think I should announce it?
not announce it. Depends. Private is better for some or
Mm.
both. Um, but yeah, make those connections and meet up in person and talk shop. That sounds fun.
I think I don't think that's ever going to go away. Like the value of meeting up in person.
No,
Especially now, it feels
unfortunately.
like it means more now, meeting up in person, because it's just like you don't have to. So it's like feels extra nice when it does happen.
I mean, it does mean a lot, especially it's like you're around people and you feel like they get you because they're kind of in it too, you know.
Yeah.
So you're not as anxious.
Yeah, it can be quite isolating sometimes as well, especially uh, because a lot of what we do have to kind of do on our own, like sitting at a desk. So
I know.
it's
Yeah.
nice to know that other creatives are also like they get it.
Have you thought about live streaming your process, like so it's not as lonely? Maybe on Twitch, you just live stream yourself, just making the content.
I have thought about Twitch. I've got the whole setup for it.
Yeah.
Um, but I think where I'm at right now, it would make me feel like I'm putting on a performance, which would then take away from what I'm doing.
Maybe if you like turned off the comments and then did like a study with me,
Mm.
put on some
So how
music,
can you like share your screen and also ah
I can
can you
study
share your
with.
screen and also do
Uh, I I think you could minimize your browser or your OBS
mm,
and then just work, and then maybe have like your phone next to you so you're not. It's like a small screen with little caption with little
mm,
comments you can see, and then
mm.
put on some music and then just work. I don't know, I was thinking about that because like yeah, me too. Like I spend so much time
What
in
would
front of
it
my
be
computer.
for?
Huh?
Well, why would you do like what would it be for? Like why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
It's just to create like videos on demand, VODs,
Mm,
and then maybe you could do like a voiceover, um, like create like a 10-20 minute video of yourself working, like a compilation, and then do like a
mm.
voiceover of it. I don't know. I've been thinking about that for a while.
I think you'd be really good at that.
Well,
Because you're
what?
super entertaining. I'll just be like quiet.
No, because those
Thinking.
on Twitch, there's like a whole section called "Study with Me,"
Mm.
and then it's just people working, and they're not even looking at the camera. They're just like typing.
Oh,
There's like lo-fi music with a
yeah.
little fireplace in the background.
Mm. Yeah, I've done like I've gone on live streams with Tyler J Books,
Oh yeah,
and
nice.
then like there's yeah, and it's so chilled, like, and everyone in the community is so friendly, and they're just like in the chat just hanging out while we make like messed up artwork collaborations on screen.
How does that
So it's
work?
nice to like
Do you like collab on stream?
yeah, so like yes.
Huh.
So we're kind of like both on camera, and also like each of us would screen share if we want to show something. And then we'd be like throwing files back and forth and ideas, and we just
Oh, that's
make
cool.
a collab live.
That is
Yeah.
so sick.
And the videos come out, they're like, one of them was like 2 hours, another one was like 3 hours or something that we did. Um, and then we create content from that, like we can chop it up into shorts.
And this is on Twitch?
Yeah, so the live stream's on Twitch, and then he'll export that, and then we'll chop it up and put it on YouTube,
Oh, that is so
and
cool.
sometimes on Instagram as well.
Oh,
I
that's
always
really.
think like I don't want to just like make a live and throw it away. I want to like use it for
Yeah.
evergreen content. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, people like behind the scenes content too.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Audience, do you have any questions? Anything you want to ask? Lola's gonna hit the barbells.
And hit the gym.
I guess we're good. Well, all right. I think I'm having this recorded, so I'll find a way to get it to you, and then yeah, you can just use the content, and I might cut it up as well.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Teddy. I think what you're doing is really valuable.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun because I see people's work and I'm like, it's amazing, and they seem like cool people, and let's see if we can make something happen. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you, Lola. Okay. Have a nice day in UK.
Thank you. You have a nice. You're in Thailand, right? No, not Thailand.
Oh my
Taiwan.
gosh. Yeah, people get that wrong a lot.
So I was speaking to a friend of mine just moved. He lives in Taiwan. I was speaking to him as well recently. He just got a cat. Oh my God, it's so cute. But yeah, that's why. Mm.
Yeah, Taiwan yeah, we just like 9:30 p.m. getting ready to end the day.
Ah,
But
nice, nice.
yeah, the USA is also nice. Haven't been back in a while. So, wow, this world's getting small.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right.
I would give you a thumbs up with my camera.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
let's for
hopefully,
sure do
yeah, I
this again.
mean, uh yeah, let me put out some content and we'll see, if there's a camera one in the future. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Have a
Well, see you
have
later.
a
Take care, Teddy.
All right, you too, Lola. Bye bye.
See you. Bye.
All right, see ya.